Here at the break, it's all Houston up by 19 over the Temple Owls. Happy New Year again with the coach, Tim Welsh. I'm Dave Leno. Houston is shooting a superb 55%. Temple 0 of 12 from 3.
Well, it's about energy, it's about enthusiasm, toughness, and Houston's had it all in every category, every really important category about winning a basketball game. And when you have talent to go with that, then you have a problem if you're Temple. And the problem has been Rob Gray and Ronnie Johnson. Their energy on the offensive end has been exclusive right to the rim. Temple has not done a good job of matching their quickness, their intensity, their toughness. Houston's done a very good job defensively as well, getting out contesting threes, and then you just see the explosiveness of the guards. You've got to get down in the stance. Here, Temple just not ready to defend, and what's happened is Houston smelling blood.
It was the lowest output of the season in the first half for Temple. They scored just 26 at Wisconsin on December 5th, obviously, with the 21. There's the goose egg from 3. Both teams have turned it over close to 10 times in Houston, getting a lot of productivity from the bench. Now, what answers do you have if you're Fran Dunphy and Temple?
Well, I wasn't inside the locker room, but I'm sure they need a new paint job, because I'm sure Fran Dunphy just leveled his team, because they didn't play like a Fran Dunphy team. They just didn't play with enough focus on either end of the floor, or toughness, intensity. You're going to see a new Temple team this half.
Brown gets the screen from Bond, rims out, foul on this end, going to be called against the Cougars. And it's charged to Xavier Dupree.
You know, those are basketball generalities, intensity, toughness, all that stuff, but that's so important. You know, you could just see it in their eyes. You know, they kind of lost heart and lost spirit. They started out the game okay, but missed a couple shots, and now all they need to do is hit one like that, and maybe that will get their defensive intensity back.
And Coleman finally hits the first 3 of the game for the Owls as they're trailing by 16. It's the first 3 made here in the game. 652 straight games with a three-pointer dating back to 96. Dupree thought about it. We'll take it at Gionia. Kicks out instead for Gray from 3 yet again.
Well, again, you cannot leave Rob Gray, and that time Quentin DeCosa just turned his head to the middle of the floor, and boom, left their best player wide open in the corner.
And Gionia wants to try it. Too strong, held in by Johnson. Boy, Obi, 2 points last game against Cincinnati. Only had 6 against Delaware State. Gray Jr. for another triple. And there's DeCosa.
Well, Kevin Sampson did not like that shot. That was a contested shot early in the offense.
Another 3 strong from Coleman. Johnson tips it out into the hands of Xavier Dupree, and here come the Cougars.
Kelvin still barking at Rob Gray. Run the offense. He gives Gray a lot of freedom, but you still have to be intelligent about when you get your shots in transition and in the half court. That one was a little quick.
Gray and Johnson up top with Dupree, Pollard, and Dotson. It's Dotson from the corner.
Well, Temple fortunate. That's Dotson's spot, that left corner. He burned USF from that exact spot numerous times earlier in the week.
Good ball movement by the Owls. Coleman with the up and under.
Well, Devin Coleman's made that move a couple times today, and if he mixes and matches his game, he's got the good three-point shot, but he also has to have balance. He's got the ability to finish in traffic. He's got to put pressure on those Houston guards to defend him in the lane.
Legal string going to be called against Damian Dotson. We'll go back to Temple. And Devin Coleman struggled against the Big 5 teams, but today delivering for Temple.
Well, he can make shots from the outside. We know that he's a good, solid three-point shooter, but you see the ability to drive, the ball fake, and the control at the rim. He has to continue to put pressure on those Houston guards, because Houston's guards are not great defensively. Kelvin Sampson says we're evolving as a defensive team, but we're not there yet.
DeCosa can't hit the L's second 3. There's Barnes coming in for Dotson, who's mired by 3 fouls. Gray from 15. He's got it over Josh Brown.
Now that's Rob Gray's game, just under control. They probe the defense. He fake, ball fake, and he's got that nice floater at mid-range.
Bond posts up to Pre with a hook. Strong, and Adjonia goes up for the board. He stepped on the end line. Good call there by Bill Jacobson. Back to Houston.
See, I think that's where Temple can get back in this game. First you saw the drive by Coleman, and then the good solid post up by Bond. He got great post position right in front of the rim. He just has to finish, but should put pressure on those Houston bigs. You know, they're not a very good defensive team in the lane, and Temple has yet to challenge him consistently at the rim this afternoon.
Knowles into the contest. Johnson on the no-look to Pollard, who misses the bunny. Gets it back, however, on the second attempt.
Oh, that's right. Devontae Pollard so good. That second jump at the rim.
Houston out-rebounding Temple by 11. Remember, they were out-rebounded by 22 to South Florida. And Adjonia finally gets on the board for three at the 16-minute mark. Ironically, that's when he scored against Cincinnati on Tuesday in the second half.
Well, he's got to be more consistent with that. That's the first easy look he's had this afternoon.
Call beyond Quentin DeCozy will stay with Houston, and that's Q's second.
Well, Devontae Pollard is just a guy who's got that quick jump, but the second jump as well, and Temple's got to be feistier in the lane.
Cougars are riding a 3-game win streak, 11 wins so far. Foul up top, rated by Johnson on Josh Brown. Last year, in fact, Tim, they started conference play 0-8.
Well, this is a different cat this year. He's got some guys, and Kelvin knows that. He knew that coming into the job a year ago, and he's went out and recruited very well. And he's got some. We're talking about Johnson, the transfer from Purdue, and Dotson, the transfer from Oregon. I mean, Gray signed with Tennessee earlier, so you've got some high-level guys now at Houston.
10 to shoot here for Pollard, spinning away from Bond. Good up and under. Bond says no, however.
Looked like Pollard got his hit across the arm, but good physicality in the lane by Temple.
Adjonia, another offensive board with the floater. Now has 5 in the head.
Temple showing some life here in the beginning of the second half. Defensively in the lane, contesting, and then offensively putting more pressure on Houston at the rim.
Well, stolen away by DeCozy. Johnson senses odd numbers, and he draws the contact as the foul will be administered to Temple.
Well, Temple needs some life. They need some balance. They need some energy. They're getting a little of all of that getting the second half. More toughness. Still, long way to go.